Hey, thanks for joining me today. I am going to wait for a few people to get here, but today is a new day. I'm very nervous. I don't normally show my face on my channel at all, and especially like bare face, like that's not a thing. I do sometimes on my Instagram because, I'm not going to be something I'm not, but I do love makeup very much, and I've actually had a couple of requests to beat my face. So I thought that today would be a really good day to do that. It's a snow day. I've played outside with my daughter, and I am here. So um, when you get here, let me know. I mean, I'm very new to the whole show your face thing. Well, not really. I've done it a couple of times, but it's been a long time. So be kind. Keep your comments kind. You may ask me personal questions. Um, I posted on my Instagram asking if there were any. I apologize. I don't know what happened. It just kind of cut off. But I think only one person posted a question. I am not that popular and I'm okay with that. I don't plan on it. But if I do, that would be awesome too. I just don't know if I could handle like the attention. So anyway, sorry that I lost the one person that's watching me, probably my husband. But thank you for joining. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get here, and I guess I will do this as a playback, since a lot of my kitten family live across seas, so I will probably wait a little bit, but use this as a playback. So I have water with me because I'm super dry. Okay, so the first step that I always do is wash my face and then apply like moisture to my face because my face is fairly dry. I'm fortunate not to have a super oily face, but I do have a super red face, like naturally red. So, and especially when I get like really hot, I get really flushed. But because I am a swimmer and it's winter, my face is pretty dry and it stays dry. So I always need to add like lotion and stuff. So I do a weird concoction sometimes. So and I find that it works right now. And I also apply my primer with my lotion. Hi, Maria, what's up, girl? Thanks for joining me. Right here, if you see me looking down, I have a drawer where I have like all my makeup and stuff. So that's where I'm more than likely going to be. Hi, hubby. How you doing? Papa Kitty's here to make sure things go okay. And plus, he just misses me. He's at work. And I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. So I have extremely dark hair, facial hair, and sometimes I've gotta like do that thing, do that thing. You know what I mean? Do that thing. Get some of that junk off. Yes. This is how I shave my face. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna hide anything from you guys. This is like literally what's up. There's a reason why I'm doing a live too, so it can be real in real time. Hey, hey, Tina. Oh, it's been a long time. How you doing, sweetheart? Miss ya. Okay, so boom. I just get some of that off. Now the mixture I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna use Aveeno Positively Radiant. Now I'm a backwards. I'm actually backwards to you guys. So as you see, it's going to read backwards. So sorry. So I put like a couple of pumps of that. Like I said, I'm super dry. And then I get a Burt's Bees day lotion with sunscreen. I have to have sunscreen in my lotion. I'm actually almost all out of this. Now, this Burt's Bees by itself, I don't really like it by itself. I like to mix it with my Aveeno. I did use it by itself for a while, but I just didn't feel like I got the moisture I needed that I get from my Aveeno. And if you guys have any really good suggestions for like a moisturizing lotion, that would be amazing. I have two primers that I really like. I like this matte primer and serum. It's a shine control. It's a rice protein from Neutrogena. Neutrogena. Yeah. And this has been really great. It works really well. I have really dehydrated skin too, Maria says. Yeah, so I combine lotions and sunscreen and it helps. And I also do like a very um, hydrating mask at night. Since you recommended the hand salve by Burt's Bees, I've been using it and love it. This junk, oh my gosh. There's times I've put this stuff on my face when I'm like super, super dry. Like this junk will take it away. Now I have, did I already squirt some of this? So the Neutrogena, I'm not going to be able to say it right, comes in a dropper, and I put a couple of squirts on there. Like seriously, it's a thing. I know, I'm going in. And there's times where I'll do like a really intense hydrating mask. This is one of my favorites. It's called Soak It Up and it's by Pure, and I actually really love the container. Here. I think I have a couple of these. And believe it or not, I find a lot of my stuff at TJ Maxx. And I'm missing some of your comments. Hold on. Since you've recommended, okay, I was gonna say I used it on my face. Yeah, I've been using coconut oil under my moisturizer and it works great. Ooh, Venice, yeah, I've done that before too. But it makes me pretty oily. Bioderma Light Moisturizer in the pink line is my, I hate that this goes away. I can't see it as it goes. That's in my holy grail, and it's amazing for redness and okay, I'll check that out. Like, I need to write that down. Hubby, if you're still on, can you write that down for me? Thanks. Okay, so I rub it in really well, and I get it all over my neck and my ears, under my eyes, over my eyes, because I get super dry here too, and I like to keep that pretty moisturized. Plus, a little massage on the face doesn't hurt, and I always like go upwards and not downwards. Does it make sense? So it kind of pulls my skin back. But in reality, you probably shouldn't do that. If you're not a fat chick, you should probably just like pat it in. So I do end up patting it in as well. And by the time it gets all in my nails, oh, this is going to be an interesting makeup situation because I'm wearing nails and I use my hands to put my makeup on. I have brushes and I've used brushes in the past, but recently I've enjoyed my fingers a lot more. That sounds really dirty, I know. There's a brand called Trufior. I'm not, I'm gonna end up hurting myself trying to say that. You have to find it from a dealer on Macari, but I use the face peel and day moisturize. Amazing. Cool. If you have a link or something, you can send it to me. I have to be careful with like peels and stuff because I have very sensitive skin. I do use masks like twice a week, once to twice a week, depending on the situation. Although I have dry skin, I do try, I'm kind of anal about keeping my face skin clean. So I'm just patting it in, and it feels better if you can see I'm a lot more radiant looking, but you'll also find that I'll have some yellow here. The lighting's not that great, but I do have a little discoloring there. Oh, the other primer that I really like is this Marc Jacobs. I know this is like the bougie one. Is this Marc Jacobs primer? I don't know. Invisible Undercover. It's a coconut oil face primer. So I'm going to be a little extra and add some of my bougie on top of all this. I know this is like a lot, but you know, whatevs. I'm about to do like a really intense glam look, like colorful eyes and stuff, just for fun. I'm not going anywhere or doing anything. I just thought it would be fun. And that's the kind of look when I do it that people ask about the most. So I know that a base is super important for this kind of look. Or any look, really. Okay, so I'm gonna I just scratched myself. These stupid nails. I haven't worn nails in a while. So I may just mess my whole makeup up. I know getting stuff in my eyes is gonna be difficult. I'm about to teach y'all a little trick here and there. So I use the NYX eyeshadow. Yeah, I've had it for so long. It's worn off. I can't even read it. It's an eye primer. Now, with very colorful looks, I prefer a white primer, but I don't spend money on my makeup like I do my planners. Does that make sense? Like, I have to get some on the back of my nail and then wipe it and then put it in, and I just got it on my nose, so that's fun. This should be a comedy. Makes a lot of sense. What, I forgot what I even said. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, so I don't spend money on my makeup like I do my planners. The only thing, I do like nice makeup, but I go to places like TJ Maxx, and I guess I do that with my planners too. I hit up the marketplace. I haven't actually bought like um from Gillio directly or Vanderspec or anything like that, and I really want to, but I don't know. This year is not about money. Since I started making my own leather covers, I haven't purchased one in about 6 months. That's amazing. That's amazing. I quit purchasing Gillios. I have plenty of them, and I'll trade them for another Gillio, but um, I decided that I have too many, and I'm getting to that point in life that I like other things and want to put my money more in my home and stuff like that. So I just get that all over my eye, literally, and it looks very splotchy. There we go. And this light, I'm literally looking into the viewfinder. I love Julie. And look, I've told many of my friends and kid and family that once you go Gillio, you really can't go back. Like, it's hard. If you try, it's just hard. Can we point out how beautiful you are without makeup? Oh, Venus, thank you. That's very, very sweet of you. I really appreciate that. And my husband thinks so too. But of course, I'm my hardest, most difficult critic. I definitely am hard on myself. But look, I look okay right now because I was out in the cold weather. That helps my, like, brighten my skin. I washed my face, moisturized it, but I can look a hot mess too. I did my own eyebrows and shaved part of my eyebrow off. So we're gonna be fixing those today too. Now my eyebrows are like unibrow and they're naturally like boom, but I've been um waxing them for so long that I don't even remember how big they were. I know that I recently kind of cleaned it up, but they're usually very, very thick. I don't really want to draw on eyebrows. I think that's an extra step I could do without. All right, then the next thing I do is moisturize my lips. Okay, so I really love antiques, and I really like the 20s era, and I don't know. So a lot of my favorite makeup I've put into antique containers. This is my lip stuff right now, but I need to polish it. It could be really shiny. And look at this work, this amazing detail on here. Grandbaby just got here. I will come back in a bit. Okay, Tina, I'll be here. Oh, you guys are so sweet about the makeup. Thank you. Or no makeup. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, why don't we make products like this now? You know what I mean? So I end up making my own product or getting products from, why am I doing that? What the hell? That was not supposed to go there. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. I'll take my favorite products and then put them into my little containers. So I'll show you the containers that I'm using for my favorite products. And I can't wait to go to an antique shop soon. Like we haven't done anything like that in a while. My lips are super dry. All right, so let's start with the questions while I do this. Question number 1 was pretty much the only question. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me, and then I'll answer them. Was how did Papa Kitty and I meet? Now, I don't talk about my relationship very much in public because he's a very private person, but he is also has an online presence as well. You guys will learn more about that later. He's written a book, and I really hope that you guys will help us get it out there when we're ready. But I'll tell you more about that another time. But we're gonna get cat bombed. See, look, that's Cheeto. Sorry for not making my bed, but I didn't want to move her. So there you go. That's little Cheeto. Hey, kitty. Um, Papa Kitty and I met at a mutual friend's house at a party. We're both artists, so we've seen each other in the art world as well around here. And as soon as he walked through the door, he was just so exotic, and like I really thought he was super handsome. And he spoke, and he has an accent. It's not heavy or anything, but it's a set. He has a deep voice, and it's just like super sexy, right? And he told me his name, which is Arnaldo. Arnaldo. And I was like, ooh, me and my flirtatious self don't know where that came from. And I just happened to be pregnant when I met him. So I was single, pregnant, ready to like just take on life and like deal with what I have to deal with. And he comes to the door. I was not looking for a relationship. And instantly, like everyone around us, it was like time stood still, literally. And the people that were there, which were quite a few people, will tell you the same thing. Is like when we met, time stood still. And our friends like pulled us apart, like tried to keep us from talking to each other. And his friend was like, hey, she's pregnant, right? And he was like, so whatever, I don't care. And my friend like literally hit me, and I got pissed off about that. But anyway, it didn't stop us. We I was not ready to jump into a relationship or even like anybody. And to be honest, he is we have an age gap marriage by 20 years. And I swear I'm the older one though. I swear I'm the older one. But so I wasn't like, what? Why do I like him? No offense, boo. But you know how I felt. And I was about to have a kid in like 4 months, and I was like, listen, I like you. Like we talked and hung out, but at like gatherings, mutual friends and things like that. And I won't tell too much about his personal like situation before we met, but he was divorced. He just went through a nasty divorce. Anyway, I made him wait for me for like 4 months. And then every time we went to like this mutual friend's, my husband's like, what? Every time we went to this mutual friend's house, we would look for each other. It was just inevitable. Like it was happening. And one day, I think it was like Halloween, that's when we started dating, about 10 years ago or something like that. Been together for a while. But we started talking and dating, and he loved my child. Like after 4 months, and after I had her, I introduced her to him, and he took to her really well. Like that is his daughter, you know what I mean? And that's her papa. It's we have a good life, a very good family life. We got married maybe 2 years after we met. We were taking things kind of slow. I moved in fairly quickly. I mean, I had to pray about it, you guys. I had to pray about it. Like, do I need to be with this guy? Lord, who I can't do this by myself. I need a man in my life. Like, I was honest with myself, right? So, his image popped into my head when I was praying, and I was like, really? God, him? Like, him? Seriously? And I mean, that was it. Like, I listened to God, and we just kind of went from there. We've been together for 10 years and married, I think, going on 9 or 8 or 9. He keeps up with that. I don't. Time and age and stuff never really has been a thing for me. So, you know. So that's the story of us. And he couldn't have kids and things like that. So he gave me stability and a father for my child, and I gave him a family. So we were really meant for each other. Yeah, it's a very unique story. Thank you, Maria. It's a very cute story and everything. And he's very accepting of who I am and accepting of my wild side when I was going through it, and understood my age, and he understood what married life is like as well. So this is my first and only marriage, and so he's helped me like get through all the hardships as well as I helped him. So we've gone through hard times, but we definitely have made it out every time. Just every time. As long as you stick it out and really, really try and you have faith, like you can do it. Okay, so next question. Someone asked me a question. Why go on to the next part? So now that I'm moisturized, primed, and all that jazz, okay, I want to, I use these makeup wipes to clean my hands and like, because I use my fingers. Neutrogena, it's backwards, I'm sorry. Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. These things are the most moisturizing wipes I've found to date. I tried so many, and that's what I use. Very romantic. Thank you for sharing. My son's dad is 15 years older. Oh, that's amazing. I like hearing that there's other people out there with age gap relationships. Trust me, I have caught a lot of shit about age gap relationships. Like, are you serious? He's an old man. What are you doing? And I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know him. You don't know our situation. Are you married? Did you stay with your husband? No. Okay, back the f off. I've had issues, and it's gotten better over time. People looking at us out and about is kind of funny because they think I'm his daughter because we look similar too. Like I've dark features. He has dark features, and it's kind. I know people are kind of like, but over years it's become more acceptable, and it's become more like no, normalized. It's become a little more normalized now. Like there's a lot of people that prefer to be in age gap relationships due to like maturity and stability. So that's where I'm at. I have a business mind, so even my relationships are kind of business based. How what I can get out of it as well. And I know that sounds kind of selfish, but hey, I do a lot. I dedicate. I'm there, but I need to know that I can get that back too. But anyway, now we see people more like smile when they see us together. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm not going to use brushes. I used to use like a sponge, but just recently, and I may end up having to because of my nails, just recently I started to truly use my fingers because I found that it really blends the foundation in very naturally. I don't like to be glam to the point where you can see like caked on makeup. That's not me. Like I don't like that look. It annoys me. Um, but I do like to have it on. Someone like just messaged me and I don't know. Okay, so I'm doing a bold eye look, and don't judge me, but I'm using the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. This is a really good palette. I know there's a lot of drama. If you guys follow like beauty gurus, I don't know how, I don't think my fan base truly like does all that, but I don't really care about the drama. He makes a really good product, and I love his product, and I actually want more palettes of his. But this is my favorite palette, and I'll have probably use the Anastasia Moonchild, which is highlight, and I also have a Too Faced chocolate bar palette, which I like. It's more for my neutrals, but we're doing some like, eye pop, so we gonna transform. And I also have this NYX Ultimate. This is a great buildable eyeshadow. I like Jeffree Star better, his palette better, but this is a great buildable one, and I'll use this as well. Okay. So this is where I kind of like struggle a little bit. Okay, make sure my lashes were there. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to decide if I want to do my eyes first and then my base, or do my base and then my eyes. I've been doing my base first and then my eyes, but I'm about to do a serious eye look, so I think I'm going to go backwards. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I do use brushes for my eyes though. I want to put a base color on. Now I know I have a primer on, but I want a base color as well. So let's see if you guys have come up with any questions. Y'all, don't be shy. You can ask me anything. I do the same thing if I do a more dramatic eye. Look at this beautiful kitten on my monitor. Oh, what? That one? Or this one? Hey Jane, how's it going? Thanks for joining. I wish there was a way to see y'all consistently. Don't listen to others. Age doesn't really matter. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. It really doesn't. Okay, so let's go. I want to use, I don't know what I want to do. We're not going anywhere or doing anything, but you can tell I use this palette like hit and pan on some places. I usually use this as a base to help the eyeshadow blend a little better. So I guess I'll do that. It's pretty much my exact eye color. It's just gonna smooth out all that, the inconsistency and veins and things like that that you still see in my eye. Now I want to tell you this now. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I'm self-taught, and my mom didn't wear makeup, so like she didn't teach me how. I think my grandmother was the one that kind of tried to help me, but I had to learn on my own. And I really had my own style from day one. So if you look, you'll see a slight difference. Like that slightest difference is going to make the biggest difference. It's flattening my face pretty much. So all this dimension you see in my face right now, like this color, the red here, the kind of yellow tints here, the pinker tints here, and then like white from the um, reflection of the light, highlight pretty much natural highlights will, you see, natural highlight here, here it will all be gone. I'm gonna flatten all of that out, which sounds kind of crazy. Like why are you covering up your natural depths? Because I want to. I want to change it. I like my face, you guys. I do. I'm a little bit weird about my teeth. I guess that's something I can talk to you guys about because it's something that my clients, like, I get stared at. And I work very closely to kids and adults, so like to people because I'm a swim coach, I'm like right in their face. So, the kids are fearless and like curious, so they ask me right out. So if you look on tooth, I had these two stains right here. And my teeth are actually used to be super super white, and then these would pop out even more, but I drink a lot of coffee and coke and stuff, so okay, so what had happened was when I was 5 years old, I ended up in the hospital with heart disease. I had Kawasaki, which is a rare form of heart disease, and not many people knew about it. We were fortunate enough to have a doctor that has seen it before, but I was hospitalized, like I was on my deathbed, literally. I remember that was another time I got to see God, and I remember so vividly. But anyway, I also remember being held down on a flat metal bed by like 4 or 5 doctors sticking me with needles. I remember that as well because they couldn't find a vein, and that still happens to today. But I'm a little more chill about needles, and I'll explain that another day. But basically the medicine that they had to give me to like kill it, kind of like chemo, caused this. So I brush my teeth, I floss them daily, I Listerine them up, I'll do whitening strips, whatever. This is not going to go away unless they shave it down and cover it up. Okay, but I'm like an all natural babe, so so that's what this is, and I get a lot of shit about that. But I mean, it's just there. It tells a story, and it's part of it. I've also had dentists want to close in this gap, but that's part of who I am too. Now it has gotten bigger over the years, but I never wanted to change my appearance, but makeup came along. So now that I've covered that, you can barely even tell. Like I said, this is not the best light anyway. Boom. So there was another. Y'all need to ask me some questions. Come on now. Come on. Don't be shy. Like, seriously, I will answer you truthfully. My husband will back me up. He may not like some of the stuff I talk about, but I am open book. You guys have been watching me for a long time. Oh yeah, the brush I just used for my over eyes is like a fluffy brush, a medium fluffy brush. Okay, now I gotta decide what kind of eye I want to do. Okay, let's see. Cat has the other cat been out? Caddy? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't know if many of y'all remembered Caddy. Me talking about Caddy. So Caddy is my split personality. That I didn't realize I had until like recently, like not recently, like a few years ago. When I got into like stressful situations, she'll come out and she's a teenager. Like she's a teenager. She makes me feel so young and so tired at the same time. But it's been a long time because my life, I've learned how to live my life smoothly and deal with situations, but I can still feel her at times wanting to come out. Um, but basically, when I have a traumatizing experience, whether it's mentally or physically, Caddy is pretty much me, but as a teenager. And she kind of deals with that. She's very sassy and very open, and I'm like kind of not that, believe it or not. So, yeah, she hadn't been around for a while. Like, I feel her. Uh, she gives me some energy sometimes when I need it, like to play with my kid and stuff like that. So, I mean, no, Caddy hasn't been around much. I haven't needed her, and she's happy where she's at. So, she still gets to see and do everything I do. So, all right. So, I want to get a color. I have to decide what I want to do, what kind of shape eye I want to do. I'm fortunate enough to have an almond shaped eye and a crease already in my eyeball, so I don't really have to do too much when it comes to like shape. I can literally do the shapes I want and any shape will look great. I'm very thankful to God for that. The only downside to having this shape eye is like when you try and do eyeliner or mascara, like it always ends up like up here because I also have very long eyelashes naturally. And the eyeliner, like this crease is different than this one, so I have to kind of like figure out how to make a match, and sometimes it's not easy. So I've seen people do like the pieces of tape like this. I've never done that. I'm not gonna start now. So I think I'm gonna do an eye that I've done recently. It's kind of like bringing it's kind of what I did in the 90s. So I'm gonna get a flat round brush somewhere in my mess of a mess. Actually, it's pretty organized. I'm just saying. Okay, yeah. And excuse my makeup brushes. They're dirty. I use them every day, so I clean them, but just hadn't today. Yeah. Okay, so I use this kind of like flat round brush. I don't know what this stuff is called. I'm, like I said, not a makeup artist. And on the other side, it's an angle brush, which I also use under the eye and to draw on eyeliner. That's also something I've done recently. Instead of my black eyeliner, I've done like eyeshadow, and it's been good. I'm gonna do eyeliner today, I think. Any other questions? Yes. Any other questions? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. But yeah, Caddy has come out on camera. She actually had her own planner flip, I believe. Hi, Lachey. What's up, girl? That's my best friend, y'all, for years now. So y'all say hey to her. Caddy's come out on camera, I think, like once or twice, but she had her own planner flip it sometimes. She had a very like girly, crazy, overly decorative style. You can kind of tell when she comes out when I change my style on my planner. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do like, I have all these beautiful greens and blues and stuff. So I think I'm gonna use like I need a base, and then I love greens a lot. You can see where I use it quite a bit. Excuse me, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is put this down first, and then go over with this. But I kind of want to do like a dark crease situation. Haven't done that in a long time, so I need to decide if I want to do that. This is hard. This is hard. I'm doing a lot of color because why not? I'm just gonna go wash it off anyway. I may take some pictures, put them on Instagram. Oh yeah, my challenge for myself this week is to post an Instagram picture every day, at least one, if not more, of like a makeup look, my planner, my cats, my family, that kind of thing, because I know that a lot of people are interested in that. Okay, so I think, excuse me, I have this dark green here that will make a good crease color. So let's go for it. I'm a little nervous. So I'm going to use a fluffy angled brush like this to dip into that dark, I know this is a dark color, y'all, and tap it. Get that, what they call fallout. And I'm going to pat it into my crease, like with the angle pointed outward. And this may be such a dark color, I don't want to use this brush, but it helps blend it out a lot more easily. I want to tell you now, your eye look's going to look crazier. It's going to look crazy like before it looks good. It's going to look really bad before it looks good, especially when you do a dramatic eye. So I literally paint this junk on like it's a painting. Along like my crease. My crease. I don't want to sound like a beauty guru because I'm not. And then I go up like this. And I'm going to end up cleaning this up, which is not something I commonly do, believe it or not. So I'm widening my eye right now, making it bigger by doing this. Going above this. Now I'm going to tell you now, this does not work on all eye shapes. Like I mentioned before I did this, like I'm fortunate enough to have this type of eye shape. So, okay, now I want to go, so my makeup, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it, do it, work with me. I figured out what you meant, girl. All right, so I'm just building on this a bit, but I'm going to get those like really streaky parts. You see this like uneven streak part. I'm going to take with nothing on it, I'm just gonna smooth it out if I can. It takes a lot of patience sometimes when you're working with these colors. And I don't normally use this light either, this good of light. I'll go out of the house looking crazy if I need to. It's fine. So I'm just smoothing out the color so it's not so splotchy or intense, I guess. Smooth those edges out. Because I have a base color on, it helps. But it also changes the color a little bit, which is, you know, why you want to use probably a white base versus brown. But it's okay. Crazy eye. Okay, let me do the other side with this color. Let's see if I can match it. That's the hard part, is matching the eye look. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this side of my this eye is a different shape. A little bit of a different shape than this eye, the left eye. I can't talk. What's wrong with me? Let's get that crease in, boo. Get that crease in. Oh my gosh, please be even. I pat it in some because it stays better if you pat it. See the difference from me wiping it like this and then tapping it like that? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. I'm annoying, and I love it. Lord. Once I smooth it out, I think it'll be kind of even. We'll try to even it. My cat's eating my flowers. Damn cats. Drive me crazy, but I love them so much. Hey, stop eating my flower. Excuse me for a moment. Get down. Bastard. You're gonna see cats everywhere. You may see my kid too. She's still in her snow clothes, but she don't want to go back out there. I was like, come on. Snow is melting. We had one day of snow. Lachey, it finally snowed. I'm so happy. She lives in Canada, so it snows all the time there. But I'm like, no. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I finally got my snow day. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I prayed and prayed for snow this year. Like, I have been praying for like months for snow this year, and it came. I was so excited. Okay, so I'm blending this back out, y'all, to get that streaky look. Okay, so I'm angling up towards my eyebrow and smoothing out towards my inner corner. This is their inner corner. I think I've done my face twice since I've moved here. Yeah, I mean, you don't really, have to. Oh, Maria, you're in Canada too? You guys, I hope you guys could be friends. That'd be so cool. Lachey could tell you all kinds of secrets about me. Hopefully they're all good though. We've had our rough patches, that's for sure. But I think that's what makes strength, if you can work through it with the person, whatever their rough patch is, like that's what makes your friendship stronger. Okay, I've got to wait until y'all's little words go away so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. still just blending. Like, this is a process. Now, when I do makeup to go to work, I don't do something this dramatic, but sometimes I'll do a dramatic look. It's just I don't do this huge. I'll keep it within the lid, not so high up, if that makes sense, and so dark. There you go. Look at there. So Lachey's, I'm not gonna say where y'all from out, but y'all could get together and talk about me. Just kidding. You don't have to talk about me. At least that would be your common ground. And I'm gonna go, now that that's there, I'm gonna go ahead and take a big fluffy powder brush and gently wipe from under my eyes just in case anything fall out onto my eye cheeks. Yeah, just like that. Like I said, it's gonna look crazy before you finish, and it is patchy looking. It is pretty patchy. In the camera, it looks a lot different than in person. I'm gonna be honest with you. Woo, it's dark in person. I can't wait to leave Edmonton. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that green, with the flat brush. The hell, the flat brush, Rocher. This beautiful jade-ish green. But then I'm looking at this doesn't even look green, it looks blue. So now I'm kind of wanting to change my mind. No, just stick with it, cat, whatever. Okay, I'm going in with it. This is called Flourishing. Word. Some people wet their brush, but I don't really. I'm gonna pat this on here. Montreal right now is crazy with everything that's going, not fun at all. Montreal. Ooh, this isn't going on as a good color, is it? Uh-oh. That's okay. It looks like the same color. It's because I have that brown base, you guys. That's what it does. I've never done a cut crease with concealer, so maybe today's the day to try. But anyway, let me get my base coats down. Maybe I need a different brush. So I'm just going along the eyelid with this junk, with this color, and hoping for the best. I always do a lighter color in the inner corner, darker on the outside, depending on what I'm doing. And I think I'm going to go for some glitter too. I'm really wanting to update my makeup collection. I used to have a ton. Now I really just have the stuff I just use, which has been nice. I haven't had to like dig through a bunch of makeup and stuff like that. But I used to have a full on. You can ask Lachey. I used to have like a whole makeup station, which I guess I still do. But I had way more makeup, all kinds for all shades, because I liked doing my friends' makeup too. But my friends left or moved away, and I don't hang out with people really, so I don't have time, I guess. So I just kind of was like, okay, I'm not using all this. So I gave away a whole bunch, like bags and bags of it, to a friend that didn't have much money. She's a single mom, and she didn't even eat. She made sure her baby ate first, and she lost a shit ton of weight because she couldn't really feed herself. So not only would I feed her, but I'd hook her up with makeup and stuff, because that stuff's expensive. And a purse. I gave her a really nice Michael Kors purse, because she did work with me, but she left because she wasn't gonna put up with the crap that goes down at work. I can put up with it. I've put up with it for years. But some people just, don't have the patience for it, and which rightfully so. It's kind of, you don't have to have negativity in your life if you don't want it. So alrighty, let's see. It's coming together. So I'm gonna go up a little bit here on the edges just to blend it in a bit into that darker. And like I said, this looks really different in person. It looks more like a hot mess in person. So But I think I'm just trying to make it look good on camera for you guys. We're just gonna go with that. I've lost some weight, you guys. I'm so happy. I could tell because my face is thinner looking than it has been. Before my surgery, I was like, ooh. I had some woman's surgery done. Apparently, it was affecting my whole entire body, and I dropped like 15 pounds really quickly, just from water weight. And then I guess I've dropped some more because I was able to fit into my jeans today that I haven't worn in a year. So that's good. I'm hoping to lose more. And when I do lose more, like I'm not trying too hard because that's what stresses me out the most. But when I do lose more, I'm gonna look like a lot younger. Yes, it is great news. Yes. Any more questions? Like I said, don't be shy, you guys. You should ask me questions. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, now that I got this, you can tell the difference between color now. I'm actually gonna soften it a bit because over it I'm putting like a shimmer, a green shimmer, which will make it more green. This is like the base of it. And I don't want any splotchy spots like right here. So I really wouldn't mind putting a little extra dimension into mine, put a little more darkness there, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'm going in after and like cleaning up my brush. Sometimes that does not help with the product, putting it back on. So I clean it out with my hand. That's why half the time the back of my hand looks like crap in videos, because I've done that. Water break. Okay, so last night I sat down and I was having like an emotional moment, like, right, women do. We have the right to, right? So I actually asked myself some very serious questions. So since no one has any questions for me, I thought I'd share some of them. Now I'm going to tell you now, they can be a bit intense and they'll probably get you thinking as well. So I'm sorry if you guys start crying or something. I don't know. Maybe my life is a little bit more dramatic in my mind. Number one, what's my genuine style? The reason why I'm asking myself this question is because I have such an eclectic taste, but I also spent so much of my life trying to just liking so many different things that I was trying to do certain like house look. Like I'm talking about home style, I guess, that kind of thing. Trying to do things that truly weren't like within me. So I had to like really dig in and think back to what I was like as a teenager, which was like when I was at my best, or I thought I was. And I figured it out finally. It's taken me years to figure it out because I love a good glam moment and I love a good farm, like, love it. Now I wear all black. You see blue on me today, but this is a swim shirt. It's not common. I wear very colorful makeup, but I wear all black all the time. Like that's just, I always did. That's from being a musician for so many years, and in symphonies and orchestras, it's just like, and I was a minimalist, so I just kind of, I was a minimalist until I started getting older and I started like clinging to stuff. But I wore, just like I do today, I wear the same clothes. And I can make it look different with accessories or makeup or whatnot. But I have a goth side, like a dark side to me. Like apparently I didn't know it was like a goth thing, but it's not. I'm not a goth or anything. Not taken away from their from their style. But I wear, I'm pretty simple. But I'm very earthy. Like when it comes to my home, I've learned that I love an earthy style. Natural woods, natural fibers, green, just like earthy everything. Calming, peaceful. So that's something that I recently have learned about myself because I've been trying to live through other people, I think, for so long that I'm starting to find myself again. And I realized that this was my style. So that's what I need to focus on when it comes to like decorating or buying things that I like. I don't know why I went straight for the lighter color. Why did I do that? I'll just go ahead and do it. So I'm using this L'Oreal Rachel Zoe and Lorac, sorry, Hollywood Glamour Mini Palette. This is like my most favorite palette. Like the color, the formula in this is amazing. And I knew Lorac was good because I've had a palette of theirs before, But I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's just a little. I mean, that's just the slightest bit on that brush. And I'll bring it down under my eye as well right here. Here. And I guess I'm going to bring it up this time. I don't normally bring it all the way up here, but I think I'm going to give it its moment up here as well. So as you can see, it's going to add a little more dimension, depth to your eye if you add those lights and darks, shadows. It's like art. It's like painting pretty much. So let's go ahead and do it. I don't normally do this step until kind of last. I'm not quite done with my eye look, so let's see how this goes with not being quite done. Bring it up just like I did there. Trying to make this even on both sides is the hard part. I just love this formula so much. It's just so good. Smooth it. Okay, and then get in here under my eye. Right here, underneath the waterline right there. Just a little bit, not too much. I think I just did a whole huge thing like I shouldn't have, but this is too thick right here. I shouldn't have done that. It should look more like that. But oh well, I don't care. I'm just gonna go for it. It's gonna come off a little bit. So it's gonna give me like a doe-eyed look. Bring it in a little bit more. Kawaii. Come on, kawaii. Boom. And I usually don't like to do my under eye until after I do my face. I don't know what I'm doing today. Talking and makeup is hard. Okay. So I'm gonna get this green that I was trying to do to make it a little more green. This one right here. It's called Entitled. Go figure. Okay. I feel entitled sometimes, but I try not to be. So as you see, it's a little more green, and I'm just gonna put it just right here, and it goes with that nice. Having a shimmer or a light color in the center of your eye is really nice. It opens up your eye a little bit, and then I'm gonna blend the two in a second. Should I bring it up some? No, I don't like having shimmers in the crease of my eye. I did it there, so I guess I can do it a little bit here. Pat, pat, pat. If you notice, I'm just patting. I'm not really wiping too much. Alright, so I'm going to get, to avoid taking the shimmer off my eye, I'm going to clean this brush. Well, hold on. No, change my mind. I'm going to clean this brush. Nope, hold on. I changed my mind again. Let's see if I can find it. Sometimes I'll pull my brushes out and use them somewhere else. Okay, so this is a miniature, like small round brush, fluffy. It's like this, but it's smaller. So I'm going to use this just to gently blend in these two colors a bit. And that green's going to take over that gold, so I got to be gentle with it because I don't want to overtake too much of it because I like it. And I like having it on my crease. I may actually put a little more on the crease. No, I had a different plan for that. Never mind. See how indecisive if I can get you guys. Boom. Alright. So I'm not done yet. Like, eye looks, dramatic eye looks are a thing. Like, it's real. So I'm cleaning my hand because I literally just wiped it all over my hand. So instead of using this makeup remover wipe, I just kind of wipe it on my hand sometimes. So. Okay. Alright. Wonder how long I've been doing this already. 54 minutes. Wow. I don't normally take that long to do my makeup, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this fluffy brush. Again, a flatter, fluffy brush that's fatter than this guy. This is, you see? And I'm actually going to dip into this white right here. It's called, I can't read it, Golan? I don't know. Gillian. And I'm bringing it right under the brow bone. I can't talk. Just a little bit there. It is pigmented. I love it. Just a bit. And then what I'm going to end up doing is blending it out with, I guess, this light green, just for fun. Why not? I already look crazy. And just tie those high colors up in there. But you want the whitest to be under there. I'm gonna end up drawing some of this eyebrow on because I did lose some of it. Okay. Now before I do I do an underline as well. Before I do that, I'm gonna take this same packing brush. That's what it's called, a packing brush. I knew that. And I'm gonna get a little more darkness. You see where it's patchy right there? I'm actually gonna take this deeper blue, like it's deep, and I'm going to tap it and then pack it really lightly right here. Right here. It's really dark. And I have black and stuff, but I just prefer not to use black because I used to only use black makeup. I don't know. Boy, have I changed. Just a little, not a lot. Just to give a little more dimension, put it back into the eye a bit. Forgot it's a packing brush. I actually have to pack it in. I can't just. Mom? Yes, dear. Yeah. Sure. Can you turn off? Hold on. No, turn off your heater in the bedroom. Okay. There we go. Whoa, I screwed that up. Oh well, it's okay. I don't care. I don't care. So it adds that dimension back, and I'm able to give myself a little bit of a harsher line. Whoa, change is good, but still beautiful regardless. What isn't? Oh, it will. It will. It has to turn off slowly on its own. You're good. Because I have the crock pot on, boo. Okay. Alright. This is a little bit of a harsher line here. But we will even it out a bit. Alright. Here we go. So I'm gonna lightly, I don't want to lose that darkness there, so I'm gonna lightly blend it as such. I guess this is why people actually edit their get readies with me, so they're not effing long, right? Alright, let me get rid of this fallout here. Go. Alright. Now before, okay, I think I can go ahead and do my eyeliner too. I usually like to do that last, so I'm gonna wait. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base. So I used to not ever use a concealer. Ever. But recently, I've been enjoying it. I guess I found a good one. Because sometimes if I'm extremely tired, like today, I'm not. Like, it's not so bad. What's interesting, I am tired, but I'm not showing as much. I guess it's the lighting, because if I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like scared. But the lighting is making things better. I guess it's washing me out a little bit. Because if you saw my makeup in person, it's a lot darker. So I use the Pure. I really love this brand. It's in light. It's called It by Underline. It's an eye lift in a tube. And you guys, I can't. I love this stuff so much. I hate that it's almost gone. But on one side, it's the concealer. So I'm actually going to use it because I'm doing this dark eye look. I'm going to kind of, and I don't need a lot. I literally just tap on like 3. And since I'm going to be cleaning this up a bit. And then I'll put some here. And then like here. I don't know why concealer. I meant lightener, but whatever. If I'm super red somewhere, I have a Z, I'll use this to cover it up. Now, like I mentioned, I use my hands to blend this in, but I have stinking nails because I thought I wanted to be cute with them. And I don't know what's going to happen. So I have to be quick about this because I want this concealer to dry. Let's see what happens. I have to like be careful. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. So the warmth from your hand is going to help the product melt into the skin like it's natural. And I think that's why I like, well, I know that's why I like using my hand. Now I'm going to have to knuckle this. Let's see if a knuckle will work. Around your eye, you're supposed to use the softest part of your finger because it's such a delicate split place. But I may have to end up using a brush. Yeah. These nails are going to be the death of me. Alright. Or the death of this look. Okay. The thing about using a sponge is it takes off some of the product. So if you wanted to do like a heavier foundation or something, a sponge could be good because it takes up some of the product. But to me, I feel like it wastes it a bit. But if you're in my situation right now, I think my eyeball almost came out. You saw that, Grace? I think it's good to use. So I'm going up right here and kind of cleaning this up a bit using the concealer. But I didn't do so bad today, I don't think. Looking in the mirror, so I'm gonna turn this around. See, it lifts it rather than blends it. I just don't like that. See, I've got some under here. Yeah, well, whatever. We're just gonna go for it. I think I just blended it in my skin. I have freckles too. Y'all can't tell. I have a lot of rosacea redness right here. Like I said, this camera really does me a lot of favors. The I actually have freckles on my face where the redness is as well. Okay, so I've been using there recently. When I find something that works, I tend to stick with it. But I branched out not too long ago, and I found a couple of new things that really worked. That are a little more full coverage. Like this is a Skin Perfecting Comfort Matte Foundation, neutral buff, and it's all day wear. And when I really want, if I were to go out with friends or something, I would use this. It's an Almay, so it's not super cheap, but it's like affordable, you know, for what it is. It's a really good, long lasting. It like is like sticks to your skin. But my favorite, as you can tell, is this Almay TLC. It's truly lasting color. It's in buff, and it's a 16-hour makeup versus the 24. So it still lasts for as long as I need it. And it's a little easier to blend into the skin because it's not so thick. I have to mix it though because I use this junk so much. Y'all gonna hear the bath a little bit because, like I said, we live in a very old house. We have one bathroom, which I'm fine with, one less to clean. And trust me, it has to get clean. My daughter makes a mess making potions in the water. Okay, so what I do, I take the lightener side of this and then I'll pump some on my hand. Not a lot because I use my fingers, but I guess I'm gonna have to use a sponge this round. If so, I'm gonna have to use more of it. But I take the brightener, not lightener, brightener, and I'll just go right here under my eye a little bit because this stuff a little goes a long way for me anyway. Some people put on full-on triangles. I'm not in that life. I'm not into that. Maybe on camera because this is a lot for me. I don't know why I did that. Okay, and then I just take my finger and dot, 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 dot. I used to dip my sponge in it, which is a way you can do it too. But this helps me kind of get it all over my face. And I also get my neck under my chin because I do have a little bit of fluff under there. It used to be, actually it was like really fluffy not too long ago. I gained a lot of weight. Because I have a shapely face. Like when I lose weight, you can really tell in my face quickly. Okay, so as you see, it's all off. So I usually go in with my finger. Let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna have to go in with the sponge, I think, a little bit under my eye. See how it changes? It smooths that skin out so easily. I love that stuff. And then I literally like spank my face. Spank your faces, girls. See the difference? I get my ears too, because if they don't match, they don't match, ladies. Now, a lot of people, like, there was a poll at one point, I don't remember, like when I was younger, like way younger, of like if they liked me better with makeup or without, and a lot more people said they liked my face without makeup better. And a lot of people said both too, but not many really liked my face with makeup when I was younger. I was an athletic person too, so they were probably just used to see the difference. Used to seeing me, you know, bare faced, red faced, whatever. But like I said, when I lose weight, like I look really young, like really young. Just the warmth from my hands are helping it melt into my skin, so it looks a lot more natural than if I were to use, like, say, a sponge or especially a brush. Now, a lot of people use a brush and a sponge because they like that full coverage cakey look, and that's fine. That's good. Do you, boo? Do you? So I make sure it's all smoothed out. I'm looking into the mirror to make sure. So if you were to see me in person, you could still see the redness on my face pretty heavily because I did a mask recently. So, and I went outside today, and even though it was like cloudy and snowy, I got a little sunburn. So my skin's super sensitive to the sun because I'm part Irish. I have a lot of red in my skin and it's sensitive. Wow, I did get some sun today. Alright, so I'm just making sure it's all in and smooth out. If I need to add extras anywhere else, I will. I don't usually rub my face. I don't know why I'm having to do it today. Getting that corner. Oh, it just got all over my face. Okay, so before I add dimension, see, makeup is like layers and layers in my eyes. Let me see what y'all are saying. Change is good, but still beautiful regardless. Oh, thank you, Shay. Any more questions? I guess I could answer another question. Okay, now before I go in with like putting more definition into my actual face, because it's flattened out the color, you can still see redness here because, like I said, I got burned today from being outside for like an hour. So, you know, it's not completely flat, but it's still fairly flat. You want to go back in and put, you know, cut those cheeks. I'm gonna draw in a piece of my eyebrow. So I fixed my eyebrows recently, like in the past couple of days. I don't normally do this whole drawing on thing. I'm not good at it. I don't understand it. Like, that doesn't even match my eyebrow, but from a distance you can tell. Get these, like I said, I have very dark hair, but I don't have a good person to do my eyebrows around here. I found someone that I liked, but then for whatever reason, I don't understand why these people start getting attitudes the more you go to them. And I tip really well, you guys, because I know my hair is coarse. My eyebrows are intense. Wow, that's a totally different color. It's not normally like that. So let's just, I have a spoolie. What am I doing? Oh, it's because I fixed my eyebrows. I actually sat there and worked on my eyebrows and made sure I shaved them down really good. Or not shaved them. Yeah, I shaved them. So now it looks different. That's interesting. I thinned them out, so now it looks different. When they're super thick, that color, you can hardly tell, I guess. But now, I can't get rid of it. Ew. I'm gonna look like nothing. Look like a drag queen. which is fine. They're beautiful, but I'm not trying to be drag queen. I'm not taking that from them. Alright, a little wing ain't gonna hurt. Okay, whatever. I lightened my eyebrows, literally. God, that looks awful. Just ignore the fact that I just gave myself clown makeup. Maybe I can rub some of it out. Ah, God. See, I should have known better because I thinned out my eyebrows so much and fixed them. They don't need this stuff. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. We'll make it look better. I'm going to wear eyelashes. I don't normally wear eyelashes, and that may take forever. Any questions? Come on, guys. Come on, 9 of you. Where are my questions at? You got some questions for me? Okay, I'm going to finish up my eye look. I'm going to put a line underneath. And I usually like to use like a opposite color. So like green, then like a red or pink or something like that. And where's my little mini? So I'm going to use this palette again. And I have this really nice burgundy red down here. Wow, it really washes this color out. It doesn't look like that. It's like a deep burnt sienna. Like really deep color. I'm surprised. This really washes it out. Bring it up to that, bring it up to here so you can blend it in. It'll look a little more natural. I'm saying this and I'm not sure. And I make it pretty thick. I don't mind. I like a pretty intense eye look. There we go. On that lower lash line, boo. Under the lower lash line. Oh no, the water line is this pink part you see here, and the lower lash line is where I'm at. Alright. Oh hey, I was YouTubing and it brought me to you after my last video I was watching. I was like, wait, I know that voice, and I looked over and to see your face. I know you never get to see my face, right? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing a makeup look. So I'm gonna blend this out. How the kids? How the kids? Right here. I was YouTubing. That's funny. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Alright, blend that lower. So you got that. Now let's do the top. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a and you get to see me with makeup on. That's unique for you guys, for my swimmers. For sure. Okay, so I have a couple of options. Thanks, Cassidy. I have a couple of eyeliner. I don't know if I even want to put an eyeliner on this pretty eye look, but I have this Mary Kay gel liner. This stuff is epic. But to get it to be like super fine, super hard to do. But I'm gonna use it because I'm about to put some lashes on. Now that's gonna take me a hot minute. The only thing about the lashes is that it's gonna take away from my eyeshadow a bit. So actually, excuse me, I'm so sorry, excuse me. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Let me put this on. I'm gonna use this. I will say one of my all-time favorites, and I've been using this eyeliner for years, like years, and it's still my go-to, is this Stiletto Maybelline line Stiletto. This stuff, you gotta have a steady hand, but it's a felt tip, and it works wonders. And I don't want to, for some reason I'm just really wanting to use the gel, and this is going to be interesting because you can't get a really fine line with this. And usually when I do my eyeliner anyway, my cat eyeliner, I do it pretty thick. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully don't mess up all this hard work. And I may need to do this in an actual mirror away from, because I've been doing it in the camera. So I think I'm gonna do this number. So if I'm looking away, that it's because I'm trying to not screw this up. This hour's worth of work. And I already did, so that's good. That's good news, right? I find that this eyeliner, if I want to wear lashes, is a little better to use. I have a lot of eyeshadow on today. Holy cow. It's okay, I dig it. I don't know if this is gonna work. Usually with lashes, I'll bring the eyeliner all the way over here, but we'll see about that. We shall see. Any questions? Y'all, I said y'all can ask me personal questions. I'm surprised you're not. Maybe because I'm always so open with you guys anyway. I think I'm gonna use my felt. I don't know. Oh, sorry guys. I don't want to mess up my pretty gradient. It's just so pretty. I don't think I've done an eye look this pretty in a while. I gotta fix my face though, that's for sure. And my hair is like not even an option right now. Going out in the snow didn't help it any. But it was totally worth it. Woo! Woo! There it is. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Thanks, Cassie. Venice Ponce. It's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me too, by the way. Making it an hour into a makeup video live. You know what I mean? I really wish y'all that like should entertain y'all a little better. I always feel that way, but I know that that's not. That's you know, you guys are entertained. In other words, you wouldn't be here. All right, so this is the trick: is making your junk even. I got Sterling with me. We're watching and listening. Oh, my little boy, my sweet boy. I miss you guys. I never actually got to hold Sterling, but I definitely want to. Okay. We're gonna try and go even, y'all. So, I quit wearing eyelashes for a long time. I recently just started back because they're fun. And I've gotten better at putting them on. It always takes me a bit to put them on, so I hope y'all got some time. Woo! Drawing eyeliner on is a witch, boo. It's a witch. Since I have a little child watching me, I'd rather not curse. I don't want my godson to hear me say that. Oh, I have an eyelash on my neck. No wonder it tickled. I have an eyelash. Make a wish. I wish 2021 to be happy. I need bravery and strength. Courage, strength. That kind of thing. Because this year is the year that I want to go completely all natural, like no medications at all. I'm only on one, but I want to go like all natural. So that's gonna take some courage for an addict. You know what I mean? Trying to cover these little pieces of green at the up here. See these? Yeah, it's totally possible. I've done it before. I can do it again. It's gonna take a lot of faith for me, for sure, and strength. I'm gonna have to not listen to people Because I find that I'm at my strongest when I'm doing my own thing and not listening to other people's like opinions about what I'm doing. No one is able to do it after being on it for so long. I'm like, I'm at a low dose already, witches. Y'all don't even know me. But sometimes it did to me. If some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm in a treatment for opioid addiction. And I have been, and it saved my life. And there's a lot of stigma around it, like you're just trading a drug for a drug kind of uh, thing. But I don't see it that. At first, I did because I grew up in a family that didn't believe in addictions or anxiety or all that stuff, and now they're starting to understand. You know what I mean? But um, I didn't believe. I felt like it was like that before, but when it was suggested and it was the best option for me to continue my life and be there for my daughter, and then it helps you get into the right mindset and into a routine to where it helps you want to be a better person. Like you're not forcing or shocking your body into it. You're allowing yourself a chance to like live a life and not have that mental craziness of constantly searching and stuff for it, or it actually allows you to live your life normally, and it saved my life. And I knew from the very beginning it wasn't going to be something I was going to stay on. I ended up staying on it longer than I thought, but the doctor was like, you need at least 2 years, because I was going to get off of it after a year. He's like, you got to do at least 2 years to get your body has to get back to normal. He's like, and it takes 2 years for your mind and body to truly rest from that addiction, that need of addiction, and like your mind and stuff. Uh, it's gotta, it takes that long to truly rest, um, and restart yourself. I'll be right back. I gotta close this door. Hey, I'm on live still. I'm closing the door. Okay. Yeah, it takes that long. So with that being said, I did the 2 years and it went into 3. Ended up having a lot of issues, depression and things. Like I'm getting better. I got back to God and it really helped me. And I started dosing down, and I was at like 100 and something milligrams, and I'm down to like 20. So I'm at a very low dose to where it's almost not even worth sticking it out, but it does make a difference. You can feel the difference. The thing about the kind of meds I'm on is like it doesn't really physically affect you too much, but mentally, like if you come off of that stuff, it's tough. It's a tough one. So a lot of people are surprised that I'm at a such low dose doing okay, but it's because I have faith. But I've also dosed down the proper way, like really, really, really slowly, like a milligram a month, that kind of thing. But I stopped dosing down because there was a time I realized I needed to slow down, because it does still, although you don't physically get sick, you mentally get sick. And so I needed a break from being so sad all the time, I guess you could say. Because as soon as I started feeling better, because it takes about 2 weeks to normalize a bit, I had to dose down again. So I didn't like that. But I also found out that a lot of it had to do with some hormonal issues that I was having. A lot of my issues had to do with some woman stuff, and that even my receptors, like addiction receptors, were affected. So now that I've gotten that taken care of, I could probably be in a better state. Wow, girl, I'm impressed. Impressed with what? My eye look? Yes, queen. Thank you. It's been a long journey, And it's been really, really difficult. And I've had to stand up for myself and fight for what I believed in with the medication, because a lot of people, I mean, more people than I'd like to admit or count, uh, definitely judge me for it. If I even tell them that I do it. Now it's out there, but I'm not gonna lie about things. I would rather be an advocate for the medicine because of how much it changed my life. And that if there's people out there that truly want to live their life and need to get away but can't like go into a treatment, try to get off of my meds and wasn't able to for anxiety, but 20 milligrams is very low. I don't produce, who's this? I don't produce serotonin, so I have no choice to keep my meds. Otherwise, I can't control my emotions. Yeah, Maria, that's kind of where I was at. No, you're not alone, girl. You're not alone. There's so many of us. I mean, there's thousands of us at the clinic around here. I'm probably one of the few that are as low as I am. They say one every few years gets out of the program. Um, but I have a counselor and all that junk. Not that they stick around, but been through like 8 different counselors. 4 years I've been there. But yeah, I'm an advocate for it because although at times I kind of wish I went to rehab instead, but I have a family and I have jobs and have a life, and it's not that I was ready to get off of it anyway, but my doctor, because of some health issues, said it was more dangerous, because the reason why I was on medication and got hooked in the first place was because of some health issues. Said it was probably a lot safer for me to it was definitely a lot safer for me to do what I'm doing. And it's just, and the people at the center was like, had a hard time with being on it. I was like, I didn't want to. I felt bad about it. I felt like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. But the people at the clinic was like, you need to look at it this way. There's people out there that take medicine for life and because they need it. And they're like, addiction's a disease and you need it. And I was like, I still to this day have a hard time believing that addiction is a disease and that it's not created. Like, I feel like I created it myself because I honestly didn't have an addictive personality, and it took me years and years to even get addicted to this stuff anyway. Like, I could just quit whenever I wanted when I was younger, but I guess the more stress life gave me, I worked really hard. I worked 2 jobs. Things at home were difficult. Like, it was just, I think because things just got to that point where I was running away from my problems, that's when it got bad. So I still have a hard time believing that addiction's not created, but I understand that it is a disease to an extent, and that medication has saved people's lives, including mine. I could have lost my family. It's not that I was not functioning, but because I was putting my body through trauma by using, Caddy would come out more, and she would have breakdowns and stuff. It was like a way of like pleading, trying to like call for help, I guess you could say. So yes, I don't even know if I need eyelashes for this look. Mm, mm, We're not even done yet. So you're not alone. Don't be afraid to talk about it. I think the more we talk about these things, the more we'll realize the more we'll help people. Because so many people die of an overdose and stuff because they don't have the help and stuff, or the outlet, or guilt. A lot of the time it's guilt, which I have a lot of, but I shouldn't. That's why I turned to Jesus uh, doing this. I almost don't need eyelashes, but we gonna do it anyway. Dang it, I put too much. Oh God, stop it. Let me spread you without pushing any more out. I'm like so not good at eyelashes, so like bear with me. Like I said, not a makeup beauty guru, not that person. Nope, I'm not. But yeah, I was what they considered a functioning addict. Like, I did get to a point where I was searching for it though. There was a point when I started using IV. I was around someone that did that, and for a long time I was like, nope, not doing that. It's stupid. Nope, I don't need to do that. But the pain in my body got to be so heavy, so quick, so bad, and I was working at the pool like 10 hours a day, constantly, and still having to work and then go home to a family, clean the house, that kind of thing. So it was a quick and easy way, I guess. It wasn't that easy. I ended up getting infected. Got a scar right there. But that I didn't do it long enough to like really mess myself up. So I'm lucky for that. I am ashamed of it though, definitely. Definitely ashamed of what I've done. I didn't. Oh, y'all see that? I didn't have an outlet. I mean, art and stuff, but I didn't even do planning. No, that's a lie. I did because I had to do my swim lessons, but it was very simple. It was just swim lesson. It was just like an hourly setup with a notebook for numbers. I'm trying to get it to go onto the where the eyeliner is. This is bad. I'm not good at this. Please forgive me. I may end up just saying F it. Having nails is so hard, but so pretty. These are super long too, so these eyelashes. I actually wore them to work one day and they looked good that day, this day. Are my eyelashes a different color? That's what's wrong. I somehow pulled out my brown. See? My brown mascara versus my black mascara. So it looks funny. I may have to go back in with the black. I don't know how these beauty gurus can like do these things so easy. They're like, pop, done. And I'm like, hour later, still trying to get this damn eyelash on. Although, last week, on Friday, I did a good job on it really quickly. I was able to get out the door fairly quickly. Oh, watch Paul. Oh, watch it all Paris called. I bet we're going to be out of school tomorrow. That'd be great. Party. Hey, guys, if I'm out of school tomorrow, I'll do another bonus video. I'll do like a desk tour or something. Whew. That's uncomfortable. See, the thing is, the eyelash is not supposed to be uncomfortable. But it is uncomfortable at this moment. I think it's because I'm trying to use the viewfinder. I'm in the same boat now with my meds. I have frequent panic attacks nowadays. Oh, Shay, I know. So sorry, honey. Me too. I don't take panic attack medicine anymore because I can't mix it with my treatment. So I had to choose the lesser of two evils, I guess. Or the greater of the two evils in this case. But they aren't bad, Maria. You sure? But they're not supposed to be uncomfortable. That's the thing. They're not supposed to feel like they're there. They kind of do right now. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like it's sticking right into my eye. Woo. Okay. See, I really would have liked this to go a little higher up into the wing because my wings are kicked like totally bitching today. I love it. My wings are looking good today. I didn't want to mess them up. The panic attack, knock your lashes. Oh, I thought you said they aren't bad. I was like, I totally read that wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, panic attacks shitty. Hate panic attacks. I've ended up in the hospital a couple times because of them. But now that I know what they are, I can kind of. I mean, it still sucks. I end up having to like lay down, squeezing my Bible, but like I did last night. I actually had a panic attack last night. Oh, it's pretty bad. I was in the bed trying to calm down, couldn't, and I was squeezing my Bible. It helps for some reason. Praying, Lord, breathing through it. Take a hot bath. I did a whole bunch of lavender oil that helped a little. But when panic attacks hit, they hit and they hit hard, and they kind of creep on you. I've had them for so many years, I can kind of tell when they're coming, but every now and then, I just can't. Oh, ew. Don't tell on me. I just totally licked my lash glue. Every now and then they'll creep up on me to where I can't function. Oh, the worst is like when I'm in the car having one. I've been in like a couple of really bad wrecks back to back. Um, I think that's kind of what helped me get clean at one point. But I hate driving and I hate riding in a car. Like, I already get motion sickness really bad. Let's add a freaking fear to it. So I have panic attacks when I drive and it's really scary. I love my wing this go around, but I don't. Maybe it's the light hitting it. See, those are brown, aren't they? Those are brown. What happened to my black lashes? I understand them now after 1 year of therapy, but still they are red. Yeah, they get you. Yep. I've had them for so many years. I remember my first one, I thought I was dying. And I literally passed out. But then later, when I started getting panic attacks and I finally just allowed it to take over, I guess you say, I calmed down. It's like allowing myself to lose control. I think panic attacks for me are when I cannot control something. Um, and when I kind of allow it to just, when I realize I'm just giving up on trying to control it, my panic attacks get a little better. So this year, so I haven't had them as bad, and I also like have learned what causes them. Whoa, hi, wanky eyelash. No, not up there, Mr. Lash Glue. No. Um, Now that I kind of know what causes them, and every now and then I'll get a new one that pops up, like a new type of panic attack. I don't know if that makes sense. To me, I have like multiple different types of panic attacks. Every now and then a new little sucker will pop up that I don't know where it comes from. But because I've kind of worked out my past issues and stuff, the kind of panic attacks I have now are like when I get a vision, I guess you could say, or yeah, some sort of trigger or something like that. Um, a vision of a that seems really real of my past, of something I did that I'm shameful about or didn't realize was wrong or until now, like things like that pop up now. Like I get like a visual, like a serious visual for whatever reason in my mind of these things that were not pleasant or good and didn't realize happened, or like things are starting to pop up. And I think it's I'm starting to you know how my split personality kind of took care of all that stuff. I'm starting to remember, I guess. I'm starting to um, combine personalities. You know? I don't know how to say it. I don't know. I'm not too knowledgeable on all that because the last guy I tried to go and actually trusted enough to be my therapist or psychologist, whatever, whichever psychiatrist, psychologist, I had both. Um, he ended up getting mad when I told him that I finally admitted I was an addict, and I told him I wasn't gonna hide it, and I told him, and he got really pissed off at me, and I shut down. I couldn't talk to him. anymore, and he just pawned me off to somebody else. And I wasn't ready to talk to somebody else because I have a hard time with doctors anyway. I think even my eyes look so uneven. Okay. Whatever. Let's do the rest of the face. 2 hours later. All right. Boom. Now, some people put like black liner in the waterline or another color or white. I'm just going to leave my natural right there just to kind of make my eyes look a little bigger. I've got like these sad eyes right now. Okay. So let's even out the face. Gotta snack this baby up. Love you, babe. You're gorgeous as always. I love you too, sweetie. Thanks for watching. I know this is a long video. Okay, so in this container, I have my homemade blush. It has flecks of gold in it, so it gives me a nice, healthy shine. And I'm going to use this smaller round brush. It's strictly for my blush, so I gotta get this excess or it'll be too dark. It's actually from the Fit Me Maybelline Fit Me line. I love their blush. It's actually really good. So I'm actually gonna put it high on my cheekbone right here. And what this is going to do is narrow my face a bit. I'm gonna put a little bit since I'm naturally red right here too, but not too much because it'll take away from the shape I'm going for my face. So you can literally paint the shape of your face that you want with makeup, which is amazing. Like I said, I try and stay as natural as possible because my cheekbones are high. They do go up this way. So it's a little natural for me. Little natural. So now, as you see, you're putting definition back into your face. Okay. And with nothing on the brush, I'm gonna kind of blend it out because that's for the best. Like I said, if you saw me in the mirror, you'd be like, girl, you got too much makeup on. This light is truly washing me out, and that's why I'm looking in the viewfinder to do it, because you guys are seeing a different version than what I'm seeing. Okay, then to like sculpt the face, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Tantric Omega Bronze. I don't use a lot of this. I love the mirror on this thing. Using an angle puffy brush and going right underneath right here with the thin part. And doing the same on this side. Chucking my cheeks in. And then, for those of you out there, if you got a little chin, go under your chin right here. And then go up your jaw right here. So you have a little chin. It used to be bigger. Okay. And then go. I still have a pretty good angle in my face though. And cut it. Cut them jawline, dude. Cut it. And it's not so heavy that you can't. It's not dramatic. It's not too dramatic, but even a little bit makes a huge difference. You'll see in a second. And then I have a big forehead, so like your girl is gonna make it look a little smaller with the with this sucker, the bronzer a bit, because I got a big old Asian forehead, a Korean forehead. Got a little Korean in me too. Found that out. That was cool. Finding out all kinds of things about myself. And I'm also going to take just the tip so lightly. I would suggest using a smaller brush if you don't trust yourself with a bigger one, and just getting a wrong shot right here. I have a pretty good nose as by itself, but I like to add a little definition. A little color. Alright, and then I take this puffy brush again, but with this Airspun translucent full coverage. Don't know why I got the full coverage. And I put a little bit in the lid. I don't use a lot of this because it is seriously pretty intense. I go right here and then blend it up. So the majority of it will go lightly brush my nose there to blend in that harsh line along with this. And as you can see, it covers up pretty well. It's nice. It smells nice too. It's an old school, very old school brand. Man, it works. Get under there too. Brush up. Blush, blush, blush. I'm gonna get my chin because I don't like the shine on it. Get this side. Get this blush a little bit. Now for the forehead. Circular, 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 circular. A little bit here. Not too much because I like to put highlight on too. Ears. Your room. I think the boys are in your room.
No, are you done?
No, not. Oh, I'll be done soon. She wants me to play with her. Okay, so I have a few highlights that I like. This one's my favorite, and I keep it in this antique compact. Actually, fixed up this. It originally had this sunburst, but I added this cute little thing. I guess I'm gonna use it. It's, I forget what it is, but you can tell I love it. It's a very pretty color. But I also have this Anastasia, and it has different colors, which are really fun. I use the green a lot. And then I have my favorite, which is one of my favorites, but it doesn't show up as much, is this gold Rocher. I think I'm not going to use gold this time around. Gold, which is nice. It's Too Faced. Cute packaging too. I want to use a mixture of the gold and then this other one. So for highlight, I use this smaller angle brush, which is probably more for your nose, but I like more of a pack. Sorry guys, I lost ya. It just cut off. It's getting overheated. So I'm almost done though. So a little boop boop boop, a little shake shake shake, and I go right here. Then wherever your natural, like wherever the light hits naturally, that's where I put highlight in, and it gives a lot of dimension to your face. Now, unfortunately, sometimes it turns out gray when the light hits it a certain way, depending on what kind of highlight you use. Use a good brand, it doesn't do that. If you use kind of a questionable brand, well, even still, some of the best brands have like a really, don't turn out really good. Depends. So I love putting highlight on my Cupid's bow, which is this right here, and on the tip of my nose, and on my chin a little bit. And then if I feel like I need some back under my eyebrow, I'll put a little bit there. But I already have kind of like a, bring this in some. There you go. Just add a little gold fleck to it. I have to go. You are a true joy to watch, and I hope you. Oh, thanks. I hope people like it. Thanks for coming and watching. I'm pretty much done. I just gotta spray and put lipstick on. I'm done, y'all. Y'all get out of y'all's hair. So I shake some of it off so it blends nicely and it's not so blinding. I do like a blinding moment, but you know, I love my nose highlight always. Okay, and then I'll spray it with setting spray, which is the Up All Night mattifying spray. It smells nice. I gotta keep mine closed so I don't get any mascara or whatever on my lid, like up here, because it will happen. It'll mess up my whole look. Gotta fan myself down. Oh God, I hope that it doesn't stop there. That would be so embarrassing. My face stuck like in a weird look. Okay, so I use Jeffree Star lipsticks because they stay on even with a mask. Yes, I do wear lipstick with a mask sometimes. Okay, whatever makes me feel good. And these are the 4 I have. I gotta buy some more. But I've got this like deep red, which That's a moment, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I've got my favorite nude, which I may do. Got this hot, like metallic pink, which is fun for summer. And then I've got this mauve, which I may do. I don't use lip liner or anything. I should probably get into it. I've used it a couple of times and I liked it, but I need to find one I like a lot. Oh yeah, and I have this one, which is like probably my all-time favorite. So I'm down to one person. Sorry guys. Okay, so I just got neither. And this is pretty close to my natural lip color, so I guess that's why I like it. And my lips are super dried out and chapped from all the talking I do on my videos. There's really no attractive way to do this. If people made it this far, you're amazing. I'm done. I don't have anyone watching me at this point. So if you do watch back and you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're amazing. I think I look crazy. Gotta get that. I don't overdraw my lips. But I do go right to the. I use my natural lip line. I don't overdraw or anything. Maybe a little just to go like right to the end so you can see my like weird natural shape. Or if I really wanted to, I could overdraw the top if I wanted. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done. And so there is my makeup look. Now I would do like a hair situation, but you guys, I'm graying because I'm old. I'm getting old. I may not look like it in the face. My hair is greasy from playing out in the snow today. But usually I was thinking about cutting some bangs for myself today. I have naturally auburn hair, like deep auburn. And I'll wear my hair kind of loose, like they did, I guess, in the 20s. And I use mostly a hair clip because my hair will break. So I'll wear it loose. Ta-da! There you have it. You have my look, my normal look. I do wear stuff like this to work as well. Maybe not as extreme up here. There are days, but I hope you liked this live. It's very different. I'll do some more of them. Maybe they'll go a little shorter than this one, but if you have questions and things like that, feel free to ask them anytime, and I'll do another, Q&A. I guess that's what it's called. So I love you guys so much, and until next time, bye.